Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. Well, Cyclone Hola has gone. It mostly stayed out to sea. The worst of the weather just brushing past Northland and East Cape, also Coromandel Peninsula. This is where it lies at the moment, right over the top of the Chatham Islands. It is no longer a cyclone. It's moving well away out to the east. But we've got something else coming in behind it. This is going to be Cyclone Linda. It is formed in the Coral Sea, according to the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre out of the US, and the Australians will likely give it a name today, which we think will be Linda. This is where it is at the moment. This is the water vapor map. You can see where the moisture is, and there is a drier change coming in. That's why it looks darker in the shading over here. But you can see this big cloud that is now starting to bubble up, and this is the tracking that the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre expect. They think it'll get up to Category 2, but it's very short-lived, and the Australians, as I say, they're still yet, when we made this video anyway, we're still to put out an update on it, but this is where they think it'll go out to the Coral Sea, staying out at sea, and then weakening. So what does that mean for New Zealand? Well, this is how it looks on Wednesday. You can't even see that low. It is well away from us. In fact, we've got high pressure starting to roll in, a few showers on the west coast, windy westerlies further south because of a low way down in the Southern Ocean, but things are really calming down on Wednesday, just apart from a couple of showers. By Thursday, there's that storm that could be out in the, well, it's sort of going into the Tasman Sea area, just off the east coast of Brisbane, probably a Category 1. So it's very short-lived as a cyclone. It's not going to be coming towards New Zealand as a tropical cyclone, but it does hover out at sea on Thursday. And by the time we reach Friday, we've got a bit of a race on between the low in the north and the high in the south, and they are both heading towards New Zealand pretty much at the same speed. But all the modelling we've seen this week still suggests that the high is going to sort of push in first. So on Saturday, this is how it looks. There's a small but sort of potent little low pressure system up there to the north, an ex-tropical cyclone, a bit of rain around it, the northeasterlies as well, but there's also high pressure building over the South Island, maybe a couple of showers here and there in both islands. And once we get to Sunday, that low in the north is actually being pushed a little bit further north again by high pressure around New Zealand. My feeling is that we're going to end up with a lot of leftover sort of tropical weather just sitting north of New Zealand that could easily brush down over the upper North Island. So it's not a storm, but it's just a bit of moisture, rain basically sitting up there, humid kind of stuff just to the north of the country, and it might linger into next week for a number of days. So not a storm coming our way, but the remnants of one once again. This is the peak of the cyclone season, March, and so it is very normal to be seeing so many storms, but perhaps a little bit abnormal for New Zealand to be getting quite so many one after the other. So this is the latest map for the Sunday coming up this weekend, and hopefully it's not going to be too bad. But we'll keep you up to date. Our next video will be out on Wednesday at lunchtime.